Imagine waking up in a home that feels cozy, organized, and full of everything you need. But here's the secret. You're spending way less money than most people. No stress over bills. No last-minute panic over unexpected expenses. Just financial peace. Many people think being frugal means being cheap or living without fun. But that's not true. Frugal people don't just save money. They make smart choices that help them live better with less. They know how to stretch every dollar, avoid waste, and still enjoy life. With the cost of living rising in 2025, more people are realizing that spending less isn't just a lifestyle, it's a survival skill. But extreme frugality isn't about giving up everything. It's about changing how you think about money. The most frugal people have daily habits that help them save money effortlessly. They're about small, smart decisions that make a big difference over time. In this video, we'll uncover 7 surprising daily habits of extremely frugal people, habits that could save you thousands each year while still living a good life. Let's dive in. Number 1. They master financial fasting. Frugal people have a special trick to control their spending. They practice something called financial fasting, a way of taking a break from spending, just like people do with food fasting. Instead of buying things every day without thinking, they set specific periods where they don't spend at all. This helps reset their mind, making them more aware of their true needs versus temporary wants. One powerful method is the 21-day no-buy challenge, which has become more popular in 2025. During this time, people stop buying non-essential items and focus only on what they truly need. The result? They save money, reduce impulse shopping, and develop smarter spending habits. Some people start with shorter versions, like a no-spend day once a week or even a weekend without shopping. Over time, this builds stronger financial discipline. To make it easier, frugal people remove temptations. They unsubscribe from marketing emails, avoid window shopping, and delay purchases by keeping items in their cart for at least 24 hours. This extra time helps them decide if they really need something or if it's just a momentary desire. Financial fasting isn't about never spending money. It's about learning to control spending instead of letting spending control you. The more they practice, the better they get at saving without feeling deprived. And in the end, this simple habit can lead to a more peaceful and stress-free financial life. Number 2. They use the invisible budget rule. Many people try to track every penny they spend, but frugal people do something different. Instead of writing down every expense, they set up an invisible budget. This means they decide in advance where their money can't go, rather than constantly tracking where it does. For example, they might decide that they will never spend money on bottled water, fancy coffee, or monthly subscriptions they don't fully use. By creating these strict no-spend zones, they avoid unnecessary expenses without even thinking about it. It's like setting financial boundaries that automatically keep them from overspending. A big part of this strategy is automation. Many frugal people separate their money into different bank accounts the moment they get paid. One account is for bills, one for savings, and one for everyday spending. Once their spending money is gone, it's gone. They don't borrow from other accounts. This forces them to live within their means without needing to track every little purchase. New technology is making this even easier. AI-powered budgeting apps now help people enforce their invisible budget by automatically moving money into savings or blocking spending in certain categories. Instead of relying on willpower, they let technology do the hard work for them. The key to the invisible budget is simple. If the money isn't available, they won't spend it. This way, they avoid overspending without stress, making saving money feel effortless. Number 3. They prioritize net zero spending days. Frugal people don't just try to spend less. They focus on balancing their spending and saving every single day. They follow a simple rule called net zero spending days. This means that whenever they spend money, they find a way to make up for it by earning or saving the same amount. For example, if they have to spend $30 on groceries, they look for ways to recover that $30. They might sell something they don't need, use cashback rewards, or take on a small online task to earn extra money. This way, their spending never feels like a loss because they're always replacing what they use. This habit keeps them aware of their spending while making saving money feel like a game. Instead of just feeling guilty about spending, they turn it into a challenge. How can I balance this expense today? Some frugal people even take it further by looking for opportunities to save more than they spend. If they avoid spending $20 on takeout, they might put that $20 directly into their savings account. Many people in 2025 are using apps that help them track and recover spending, like cashback platforms and online selling sites. By making small daily trade-offs, frugal people ensure they never let expenses take over their finances. Over time, this habit helps them build savings without making big sacrifices. It's not about never spending, it's about always staying in control. Number 4, they gamify frugality with money streaks. Frugal people know that saving money can feel boring or difficult at times, so they turn it into a game. Instead of just cutting expenses, they challenge themselves to keep money streaks going for as long as possible. A money streak works just like a streak in a fitness app or a language learning app. The goal is to do something frugal every single day without breaking the chain. Some people track how many days they can go without spending on non-essentials. Others count how many days they can add money to their savings or avoid food waste. Every day they succeed, their streak gets longer, and breaking it feels like losing a game. This trick works because our brains love streaks. When we see progress, we feel motivated to keep going. Some frugal people even compete with family or friends to see who can maintain the longest streak. Many people in 2025 use apps or simple charts to track their streaks. The longer they go, the more rewarding it feels. Over time, these streaks turn into habits, making frugal living feel fun instead of difficult. By making money saving a game, they keep themselves motivated without feeling deprived. Number 5, they use skill swaps instead of buying services. Frugal people know that many everyday services can be expensive, so instead of paying for them, they trade skills with others. This means they offer something they're good at in exchange for a service they need. For example, instead of paying $40 for a haircut, they might cut a friend's hair in exchange for help with fixing their car. If they need home repairs, they might trade babysitting or tutoring services with a neighbor who's handy. These skill swaps allow them to get what they need without spending money. This method works because everyone has a skill that someone else values. Some people are great at organizing, some are good with technology, and others can cook, sew, or do graphic design. Instead of relying on money, they rely on their community and connections. In 2025, online platforms and local Facebook groups make skill swapping even easier. Many frugal people use websites like Simbi, where people trade services instead of paying cash. Not only does this save money, but it also builds strong relationships. By swapping skills, frugal people avoid unnecessary spending while helping others at the same time. Number 6, they master the perpetual use system. Frugal people don't just buy things and throw them away when they're done. Instead, they use everything for as long as possible by finding new ways to repurpose, repair, or extend its life. This is called the perpetual use system, where nothing goes to waste. For example, an old t-shirt doesn't go in the trash, it becomes a cleaning rag. A nearly empty lotion bottle isn't thrown out. They cut it open and use every last drop. Leftover food isn't wasted. It's turned into new meals or composted for a garden. This habit goes beyond just reusing things. They also choose items that will last a long time. Instead of buying cheap products that break quickly, they invest in high-quality, durable items that they can repair or repurpose later. Some even buy secondhand, knowing that well-made used items often last longer than new ones. In 2025, upcycling has become even more popular. People are repurposing everything from old furniture to worn-out shoes. Frugal people love this because it saves money and reduces waste at the same time. By using things in a continuous cycle, they get the most value out of everything they own. Number 7, they reverse engineer their lifestyle costs. Frugal people don't just cut costs randomly. Instead, they start by figuring out the absolute minimum amount of money they need to live comfortably. Once they know this number, they build their lifestyle around it, making smart spending decisions to stay within that limit. For example, instead of asking, "How much do I need to earn?" they ask, "What is the lowest amount I can live on without sacrificing happiness?" They calculate the cost of rent, food, transportation, and essentials, then remove anything unnecessary. Once they find this baseline, they focus on keeping their lifestyle simple and affordable. This habit helps them avoid lifestyle inflation. Many people spend more when they earn more, but frugal people resist this urge because they know they don't need extra expenses to be happy. They keep their costs low even when they could afford more, which allows them to save, invest, or work less. In this year, more people are using this method to escape financial stress. By focusing on what truly matters and cutting out wasteful spending, frugal people design a life where they control their money, not the other way around. Being frugal is about making smart, intentional choices that allow you to spend less while still enjoying life. The most frugal people don't feel deprived because they have daily habits that help them save money without stress. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.